it was an amazing year last year, Coach. And it was kind of uncharted waters, the first 12-team playoff and everything, and you guys win it all. How much of what you learned last year are you using this year?
Yeah, it's just like this is a long season. So we know we're climbing this mountain, and it's every single step. But the thing to me is like you can't worry about last week and you can't worry about next week, because ultimately it's going to come down to who you are as a team. And so like we can't be circling opponents on our schedule or saying we're going to play up to this team or down to this team or whatever it is. Like it's all about us, and it's all about today. How do we get better? How do we maximize our training every day at a high level? And I met with a Navy SEAL last week. He was at one of our games, and he said the only easy day is yesterday. That's what we say. And it's so true, because as you continue to win, they get harder and harder. And that's exactly how we want it. So that's the approach that we have to have, because we know these games that are coming are going to be difficult. And you can't all of a sudden make it right at that point. You're either there or you're not, because of the foundation that you've built during this time.
You talk about, and we're doing this in the cafeteria. What's the maturity level of these kids? Because I know you preach to them, eat right, get your sleep, take care of the body, because this is, and you know the wear and tear that it put on them a year ago. So I mean that obviously you know what's coming.
Well, you have to be disciplined. I mean, I when I was this age, I wouldn't be able to play at Ohio State. I mean, Tuesday nights downtown are not an option. You know what I mean? Or going out after the game they're just not an option. These guys are very disciplined, and they have to be disciplined, because they can't be putting bad things in their body. They can't be staying up late at night. They can't be missing meals. They can't be, coming in and not watching film of the day before. Like there's a very strict discipline on what you need to do to be the best in the world at what you do. And that's what we're all chasing here, coaches and players. And so it's not normal. It's not like everybody else. And we have to think that way. And we got to hold each other accountable to make sure that we're doing that.
How much fun do you have being around these kids, though? I mean, and you're a young guy anyways, but I mean, do these kids keep you young?
It's a big job. You got to win a lot of games here. I mean, you got to win them all, right? You know that. But when you're around great people, every once in a while you stop and you say, man, am I lucky? To be at a place like Ohio State, where everything is so relevant and it means so much to so many people, but to be able to do it at a place where you can have great people who are really good players and really good coaches and really good staff members who care about Ohio State, it makes it fun. And there's a lot of times out of practice when it's exactly right. You're running around having fun, and these guys like being around each other. And that's one of the best things about being part of a team, is you have that support system in place. And the other part of it is you got to make sacrifices. That's part of being a team. And there's this communal feel that I don't know if everybody has nowadays. Nowadays with social media, and when these guys were younger, they kind of went through COVID. And those here, we actually have meals. When we do Friday nights over at the golf course, I say, it's important when you guys become older and you have a family, you got to sit down and have dinner at least once a week with your family. Break bread, talk, laugh, cry, because that's what life's all about. And when we're over at the golf course, like that's the time to relax and enjoy each other. And I think it brings us closer and closer together as the season goes on.
You got their attention, and it's amazing when you talk to them, they listen. And obviously you said earlier in the week, OU's going to come in here with their hair on fire. This is their shot. The kids know, a bunch of these kids probably know those guys down there.
Yeah, and we expect them to play really hard. We expect everybody we play to play really hard, because, like we said, the only easy day was yesterday, and that bullseye is, as big as it's ever been here. And we know we're going to get everybody's best shot every week. That's just how it goes. So no matter who it is, that's what's going to happen. So we got to train harder than all those other guys.
You have an idea of how you want things to go and everything. Things pretty much going the way you thought. I mean, you guys talk a lot, you plan, but pleased so far, 2 games in?
No, I would never say I'm pleased, because what we're trying to chase is excellence. And the minute you think you got it, you're about to get it. And we're not going to ever do that. We got to keep pushing. We got a lot of work to do. you know, we got to stay hungry, like starving, because the most desperate team usually wins the game. And it's our job as coaches to make sure these guys understand how desperate we have to play.
Last thing, a night game in the shoe, there's nothing like it, but, you know, you need the fans.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The fans have been great. I mean, in these first 2 games, they've been unbelievable. And, you know, we need them here for a night game. Like, you know, it's going to be loud, it's going to be rocking, and that's always an advantage for our guys. And our guys do feed off the crowd. There's no question about it. So the sooner we can get in the stadium and get together and get after it, better for the Buckeyes.
Yeah, something new. They're giving the fans Buckeye leaves now. You want them to get their leaves.
Yeah, because that means it's a 5-yard penalty for a false start, and that's good for us.